Hi guys, it's Kirsten here with this semester's Fashion Forward marketing team, and I'm just getting ready to go to a dinner, so I thought I would record my makeup routine for you guys so you guys can kind of see how I achieve my everyday makeup look and show you guys some of the products that I use on the day-to-day. So first thing I do is I use primer, and I use the Smashbox Primerizer because I have really dry skin. So this is something that helps moisturize my face and also help my makeup stay on all day. So I just rub that in. And I'll kind of let that set in. And normally in the past, that's when I would normally like just be done with my makeup routine, but I recently added this product and it's the Benefit Porefessional. And this is just the small size, but I just wanted to try it out, so I didn't want to buy the huge thing. But this makes your skin looks absolutely flawless. It fills in the pores and makes your skin look like porcelain. And so I love this, and it's definitely something I will not skip over again, and I will definitely be repurchasing. And I just focus this in my T-zone area where I just have larger pores, but this might be different for everyone. So if you want to focus it more in a different area, that's fine. But I just tend to focus it around my nose and my chin. So now we're just going to give that a second to dry. And then I go in with foundation. And I use this, it's a cosmetics brush to apply my foundation, and I use the Smashbox Studio Skin. This is just my little mirror that I'm using. So I'll just kind of apply this around the entire face and then go back and blend it. This is definitely a lighter coverage foundation. It's not super heavy, but it is really buildable and it doesn't get cakey. So if you want a more full coverage, you can definitely do that. I just tend to go for something a little more low-key. Okay, so now that that's applied, I go in with concealer, and I actually mix two different kinds of concealer, just because I feel like that's what works the best for me. But I use the Tarte Shape Tape, and this is the shade Fair, and I just kind of dot this on my face like this, and that's just so. And then I go in with the Bare Minerals Bare Skin Concealer, and I kind of lay this over the top, kind of like this, and kind of mix them all in together and just create a more kind of ombre effect with the concealer. And I'll apply it in other areas as well where I want some highlight going on. Then I will blend it out with a beauty sponge. This one is by Morphe, but I also love the Real Techniques one as well. It's orange. So yeah, either one works great. I like them both, but I'll just kind of go in and dab this. You don't want to rub, you just want to kind of dab it and blend that in. And it might be a little time consuming, but I think overall it makes your makeup look really, really good and super flawless. So that's what I really like about the beauty sponges. Okay, so now that that's done, I set my under eye because it tends to crease and get kind of crepey down there. So I have been using the Cover FX setting powder. I really like this setting powder. I also have recently purchased this and I'm so glad I did. I love the way it makes my under eye look. Not only does it make me feel like it's not going to move, but it also looks really good. So I'll just put this on my beauty sponge like this and kind of just go in and tap underneath the eye and just keep tapping, really making sure that's dry. And I only take a very little bit. It's not a super huge amount. So don't get too heavy-handed with this because I feel like it can make your skin look really dry, especially if you already have naturally dry skin in the first place. So I'll kind of tap that there mostly, and then if I have any excess, I'll just kind of tap it around my nose and the places where I tend to get the most oily. So there's that step. And then, so now that we're done with pretty much the entire face, I move into the eyes from this step. And something that I love using for my eyeshadow is this Tarte palette. It's a collaboration with Aspen Ovar, and you can see her name here. But this is such a great palette, and I don't think that they sell it anymore, and I'm so disappointed. They should definitely bring it back because it's such a great palette for the everyday woman. And it's such a great palette for travel as well because you have this awesome mirror and you get 9 eyeshadows here and then a blush and a highlight. And if you don't want to use the highlight as a highlight, you could use it as a eyeshadow as well. So this is such a great palette and I'm obsessed with it. All my friends want it, but they don't sell it anymore and I can't understand why. But so I'm just going to use this palette and I'm going to go in with this bottom shade here. It's called Married Life. And I'm just going to dab it into this IT Cosmetics brush and tap it off. And then just apply this all over the eyelid on both eyes. So now that that's done, I'm done with this brush for now. And this is another IT Cosmetics brush. I'm not sure what brush it is because I use it so much it's rubbed off. But I'm gonna go in with this top shade here called High School Sweetheart. And I'm just gonna focus that kind of in the crease and in the outer corner. And this is a very light, neutral palette. So this is a perfect palette for paler skin tones. I have used it on my super tan friends, but I can only use a few shades out of the palette versus the entire range that it offers. So just keep that in mind if you want to purchase this. So I'm just focusing it on the outside here and kind of bringing it in. And I'm going to do that for both eyes. Okay, so now that I've done that shade, I'm going to go in with a little bit of a darker shade just to kind of give my eye some more depth, my eye look some more depth and make it look more kind of uniform and kind of blend that out a little bit more. But I'm going to go in with this shade Tea Time right here in the bottom. You definitely want to tap off the excess. You don't want too much. You can always add more, but it's kind of hard to take it off. So I would recommend just tapping off your brush before you apply it to your eye. So I'm going to focus this even more in the crease and even more on the outside. I'm not going to bring this one as far in because it is a darker shade and we don't want our eyes to look small and closed off. So we're just going to focus it in this area. And I like to do little round kind of motions with my blending. That's just something that I found that works for me and my eye shape, but you can do it however you would like as well. I'm gonna go back in with High School Sweetheart and just kind of make sure everything is blended. Okay, so that's the base of our eye, and those are the matte shades that we're using. And if you notice, that was 3 different eyeshadows, and one of them was super easy to apply. You just swipe it on the eye. But now we're gonna go in with a shimmery shade, and I think I'm gonna go in with Brilliance here, and this is something that's a little more understated, and so I'm just gonna get this Morphe M421 brush and apply this more on the inner corner of my eye, right around here, and this is gonna work as an inner corner highlight, as well as just brighten up some of the darkness of this eye look. And so now we have this as our eye look, but I want to go a little crazy today, and I'm going to show you one of my favorite products that I have been using lately. And let me grab them really quick. So these are some of my favorite products. I love these. These are the Stila Glitter and Glow and Shimmer and Glow liquid eyeshadows. These are amazing. They stay on all day, and they just like elevate any eye look. So if you're looking for something easy and you're not the best at eyeshadow, these would be so amazing for you. So the gold is the Glitter and Glow, and this is going to be glittery, like it says. And then this is the Shimmer and Glow with a rose gold cap. And I love the Shimmer and Glow because it's definitely something, if you don't like taking risks with your makeup, really, you need one of these. They come in such neutral colors like this one, and they just elevate your look, but it takes no extra time in your makeup routine. And then the Glitter and Glow is something a little more glam, which I love. So these are really awesome as well. And so I love both of these, and they actually make mini versions as well. You can see them compared. And so if you don't want to like commit to trying a big one, you could buy a little one and test it out beforehand. But I am feeling a little more rose goldy today, so I'm gonna do this Shimmer and Glow in the shade Jezebel. Such a pretty color. I've been obsessed with this one for a while now. And so for these, I always like to apply these with my fingers. They have a brush, and I'll kind of sweep them on. And I'll just focus this right here in the center of my eyelid. And a lot of product comes off on these, and then I'll rub it in and pat it with my finger and kind of give that effect. And I'll kind of bring it into the inner corner and make sure everything's kind of blended out beautifully, and make sure there's no harsh lines. What's great about these two is you can take your eyeshadow and blend over it. So that's what I always do when I'm done. I just kind of take a neutral shade and kind of blend over the top, just so it's more uniform and kind of like it's all one color. And so I'm going to do the same thing with the other eye. Again, blending with a neutral shade. So as you can see, that's my eye look, and it's just so easy. And we used 4 different products on the eyes, and it creates this amazing look, and you look so put together and like your professional makeup artist, but it's really just like these Stila. So now that we're done with the eyes, I always move on to the brows, and then I do cheeks. So let's do brows, and I use the Benefit Gimme Brow, and this is in the shade 3, and it's kind of like this little spoolie. I like the shape of my brows, so I never normally like carve them out or anything like that. I just use this, and I just kind of run this through super quick, nothing serious. And that's it for brows. So now I'm gonna go in with blush, and I love this blush in here, and that's what I'm gonna use today. So I just use this IT Cosmetics brush and I go in with the blush and kind of just tap that, and I just apply to the apples of the cheek. I tend to go a little heavier on the blush because I am so fair, and it kind of fades throughout the day, I think, and I don't want to look like I just woke up, so I just apply a little bit more. But if you're not a big blush person, you can apply less. I just tend to apply more. Sometimes if I think I have too much, I'll just take a brush that I haven't used yet and just kind of wipe and just really blend that blush out. So that's it for blush, and now I'm going to go in with a little bit of highlight, and I'm also going to use the highlight that's in this palette. And let me see, I like to apply my highlight with a beauty sponge, and this is still damp from when I applied it earlier, so I just dip it in like this and kind of just go right there, kind of on my cheekbone. And I always start with the cheeks, and then I'll highlight other areas when I'm done with the cheeks. And now I'm gonna go in with my nose, just the tip, just the little top of my nose here. And then I'm gonna go highlight the chin just a little and kind of blend that out. And then the upper lip, and the upper lip, this makes your lips look more plump and just kind of a little more dewy. And I love a good highlight. I think it just makes your skin look super healthy and really glowy, and I love that about highlights. So I'm done with this palette now, but I'm going to set my face with setting spray, and I have two options for setting spray that I normally pick from, and the first is the Urban Decay All Nighter. This has been my go-to forever. I love this, but here recently I just ventured into the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist, and Morphe is definitely a more cost-effective option. So if you're not looking to spend a bunch of money on a setting spray, the Morphe one is really good. But today I'm going to use the Urban Decay. And I spray my face before I put on mascara because I always get mascara on my eye after I spray, or if I put it on before I spray, so I just do it after now. But here's this, and I just kind of coat it and let it dry, and I try not to move too much when I let this dry so that nothing settles into lines. Okay, so now that that's done, I wanted to add, this has been such a crucial step in my makeup routine. I think it just makes your skin look amazing. I think it makes the makeup melt into your skin and just really look like it's not super cakey and powdery and gross. It just looks like your skin. And so I love setting spray, and that's the same for Morphe as well. So there's that, and now I'm gonna go in with mascara. And I've been using the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara forever. I love it, but recently L'Oreal came out with a Voluminous Lash Paradise, and this is definitely a dupe, I would say, for Better Than Sex, but it's way more affordable. However, I do still like the Better Than Sex better, so that's what I'm gonna apply. And I kind of mix them sometimes as well, so that's definitely something you can try as well. So that's it for that. The last thing I always do is put on a lip, and I'm feeling the pink today, I think, but this is the Tarteist lip paint in the shade Festival. This is such a pretty color. It's such a great pinky nude, and it's long wearing, which I really love. So I just apply this kind of like that, and then it'll dry down and it'll be super matte and really beautiful. But this is my makeup look for the night, and this is pretty much what I do all the time. I rotate between this lipstick and these two. If you can't tell, I love a pink nude, so these are great. I love these. And this is a gloss actually, and then the other one is also a matte. But yeah, this is typically what I do for my makeup. I'll change up the eye barely with the millions of shades that I have of these Stilas, but that's really it. Super easy, super quick, nothing super over the top. And I think if you guys are wanting to experiment with makeup, you should try any and all of these products. And just a quick note, I wanted to mention that Ulta is having their 21 days of beauty going on right now. So if you're looking to try anything, look up and see what's on sale for the day. You can get 50% off all types of brands. And so I recently got my primer for 50% off and only paid $13 for it when I normally pay $41 because you have Ulta rewards points as well. You can use those, and it's just a great time to go see if they have anything that you're willing to try. And I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and please like it, share it, comment, tell me what you think, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.